on the Yaffee program, News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. You can also listen online at WVNN.com, the iHeartRadio app, or any of your smart devices. Appreciate you joining me today. So let's end the show like we usually do. We have the Yaffee program Rewind. And the Rewind today is sponsored by Jay's Appliance Outlet. They're located in Athens, off Highway 72, next to the Pep Boys up there. You can't miss it. And their showroom is so great, but you go in and you see everything that's available, which is cool. But then you see the prices, which is even better. And then you see the great customer service, which is amazing. That's what they do at Jay's Appliance Outlet. In fact, they're so good at it that many of you have listened to me talk about it. You went there, you bought a new appliance, and then you tell me afterward, you thank me. You're like, they were so great. Thank you for telling me about Jay's Appliance Outlet. Well, I'm going to tell you again, if you need maybe a new washer or a dryer, a new refrigerator, they have scratch and dent deals as well, so you can get an even better price, and inventory is changing all the time. So they're going to have exactly what you need, and they can deliver to the area. So go to Jay's Appliance Outlet today. I want you to dial pound 250, say the keywords Jay's Appliance Outlet, pound 250, Jay's Appliance Outlet. Jay's Appliance Outlet, they can service anything they sell as well, so your appliance will last for a long, long time. Jay's Appliance Outlet, let them know Yaffee was the one who sent you. All right, for the program Rewind today, at the beginning of the show, we did talk about the latest in Iran. President Trump has put forward this blockade. He basically says, look, they can make a deal or not. We're going to win no matter what. And I've basically been pointing out just to ask yourself why Iran refuses to give up their nuclear program. They just absolutely refuse to do it. That's really all they have to do. And yet they just refuse. Well, it's because, one, they're driven by a radical ideology. But two, they're hell-bent on keeping power. And that's the best way they feel to keep power. They've learned from North Korea on that. So they are really determined. But Trump also seems determined to end this, to stop them. And I really do believe we can have victory. We can get what we want out of this if we keep going, if we finish the job. I know it's tough. I really do. And I know Trump wasn't the best at rallying the American people behind the cause. But I do think it's worth it. Especially, if this gets done in the next month or so, gas prices will eventually go back down. Just imagine the future of the Middle East, the future of the world, if we can get this done. So I think it's worth it, but we might have to stick it out just a little bit longer. Now, on all of this, I played some cuts earlier, so I'll play them again. Go ahead and play Trump cut 1 for me, Bugsy, if you can.
We don't need this shit. We have our own oil and gas, much more than we need. We have more oil and gas than Saudi Arabia. Think of this. We produce more. Saudi Arabia, and add Russia to it. Substantially more. And by next year, we'll have double that amount. We can't let a country blackmail or extort the world, because that's what they're doing. They're really blackmailing the world. We're not going to let that happen. He certainly wants it ended. Everyone, I want to see it ended too. But we can't give a nuclear weapon to a group of people that have caused nothing but havoc for 47 years. Right now, there's no fighting. Right now, we have a blockade. They're doing no business. I didn't like seeing boats come out if they were doing business with Iran, but if they weren't, no boats came out. So now Iran is doing absolutely no business, and we're going to keep it that way very easily. Iran will not have a nuclear weapon. And we agreed to a lot of things, but they didn't agree to that. And I think they will agree to it. I'm almost sure of it. In fact, I am sure of it. If they don't agree, there's no deal. There'll never be a deal.
So we talked about that at the beginning of the show. If you missed it, the podcast is up, WVNN.com or anywhere you get your podcasts. We also had the Alabama bullet points today. One of the stories that I had is Tuberville is calling for a big, beautiful reconciliation bill. We also talked about that earlier on in the show. In fact, Bugsy, go ahead and play Tuberville Cut 1. This is what he said about it.
spending reductions, waste, fraud, and abuse? Why do we want some tax cuts? At a minimum, don't tax inflated capital gains. Why do we want to finance the Pentagon's $200 billion supplemental? You see what I'm getting at? There's got to be some jive here. There's got to be some electricity. Just one little skinny bill, I don't think it's going to help.
Yeah, it makes too much sense, Larry. You're talking like I usually talk. If we bust a filibuster, we could do all those and wouldn't have to go through reconciliation. But now that we've got a reconciliation in front of us, it doesn't need to be skinny. We need to do the Save America Act. Yep. We need to fund the war. We need to do whatever President Trump needs to do with DHS, TSA, take care of everybody that the Democrats care less about. They could care less about doing anything for people of this country. They just want to make things hard for President Trump. So I'm like you. Let's put as much stuff in there as we can get. Now, this parliamentarian is going to be very hard to work with. She's not very cooperative with the Republicans, has not been since I've been here for 6 years. It's hard to imagine we even left this parliamentarian in office. But at the end of the day, we got to take care of it. Let's do what's right for the American people, but put as much as we possibly can in there. It might take a few extra days, but we can help the American people with this 51 vote.
So we talked about that earlier. The podcast of that segment is up. We have Victoria Coates on earlier as well, talking Iran. We have former Congressman Mo Brooks on. He's talking about how much gambling interest has been funneled into this state, through super PACs or whatever. So we talked to him about that. It was a good conversation. Also talked about the feud between Trump and Pope Leo. So the whole show, check it out. The podcast, anywhere podcasts are available. Subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Appreciate you listening. Thanks to Bugsy for producing today, and I'll be back tomorrow. Same time. See you then.
It's the Yaffee Program on WVNN.
The countdown is on for the 2026 NFL Draft presented by Bud Light. Catch all 7 rounds 3 days live from Pittsburgh, April 23rd through 25th. Watch every pick live on NFL Network, ESPN, and ABC. NFL Network is also streaming with NFL Plus. It all starts Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. Visit NFL.com/draft for more information. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms.
Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast.
You know what? A lot of us get taxes wrong.
Filing your taxes is basically data entry.
There's been this trend of people going, oh, it's so cool to file my taxes in August. It's so awesome. Don't worry, I have an extension. It'll be fine. I totally do it later. Stop. Do your friggin' taxes now.
That was a really good fashion voice.
Did you like it?
You do that more frequently, please?
Yes, every show from now on will be like that.
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform. Hi, I'm Joe Saul-Sehy, host of the Stacking Benjamins podcast.
Most economists agree small amount of inflation is actually good. 2% is what you're going for. So why is everybody freaking out?
Oh, because it's the fallout. People don't track their budget. You have this slow slipping that happens every month until all of a sudden you go, man, I don't have any money. The reason is now 2 people go to a restaurant. The bill is $60 for 2.
2 guys walk into a restaurant.
They start screaming. Isn't that hilarious?
$60. Ah!
Stacking Benjamins. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.